Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Sunflower Spirit. Today I'm going to be reviewing fairy books about fairies, but I shouldn't actually be calling them fairies because they get offended. They prefer the name the Fae or the Fae folk. Right, so the first book we're looking at is the Fairy Bible by Teresa Moorey. So she tells us about where fairies live, what they wear, what they eat, what festivals they have, their protocol, and she's actually split them all into the different elemental groups. So you have earth, air, fire, and water fairies. But then on top of that, she also has a section on flower fairies and home fairies. So she gives you some tips on how to connect with fairies and how to draw them near. Lovely book. Right, the next one is the Ultimate Fairies Handbook by Susannah Marriott. So it's similar to the previous one. It also talks about the history of fairies, the different areas where you can find them, and it also includes quotes by famous poets and writers like William Butler Yeats. It also has lovely illustrations, as you can see. On to the next book, we have Fairies 101 by Doreen Virtue. Now I'm sure most of you are familiar with Doreen Virtue. She actually has now somehow distanced herself from the spiritual scene and she's gone into a more religious field, which is fine. But this book I really enjoyed because she actually tells you stories of people who've had fairy encounters, and she tells you how the fairies can help you in your life, whether it be through finances or healing or finding new love. The fairies can actually help you with these things. And then here we have a bit of an art book called Faericraft by Alicen and Geddes-Ward. It is literally about people following the fairy religion. Yes, there is such a thing. It basically combines witchcraft or Wicca, witchcraft and Wicca, because they're two different things, with paganism, and then that is all combined with the fairy world. So basically it tells us about the relationship with fairies and angels, the relationship between people and fairies, and it tells you how you can become part of the fairy faith. It is not the religion that fairies follow, because I don't think they follow any specific religion, but this is literally for people wanting to become followers of the fairy faith. Quite interesting. And then lastly we have two books by the same author. His name is Froud. He actually is the author and the illustrator. This book is one of my ultimate favorites. It is called Good Fairies, Bad Fairies, and if you flip it over, the same title, but now bad is in capital letters. So it tells you about good fairies and bad fairies based on which side you start from. So the one side is the good side and the other side the bad. It has really, really amazing illustrations. And this author actually believes that he has had fairy encounters, and he tells us about them in his books. So obviously it's combined with imagination a lot, but fairies love us using our imagination, so it all fits with the main theme of fairies. Right, and then the last one by the same author is just called Fairies, Deluxe Collector's Edition. It's very similar to that previous book. Actually at the back there is a section with these free watercolor paintings that you can just pull out and frame and hang on the wall. It's a really lovely book. It also tells us about the different kinds of fairies, dwarfs, goblins, and their origins. And like I said, the drawings are really amazing. So definitely, if you are interested in fairies like I am, Try and see if you can get hold of these books. They should be available in most bookstores or libraries, if the library has a spiritual esoteric section, of course. And you can also then start your own collection of fairy books like I have. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.